Hello and welcome to another exciting and inspirational edition of the Helping Hand TV show. As you know, the Helping Hand will focus on the abilities of persons with disability. H4P is 10 years old. We are bringing dignity to disability.
H4P, here for perfection. You have made changes to people's lives that you are perhaps not aware of. Every Saturday when I watch this show, I feel more heard. I feel more visible. I feel like somebody is speaking my mind. The show has brought enough evidence that these are awesome people who are doing great things. They are helping their families, institutions, churches, nation.
Remember that disability is not inability. Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you're welcome. Welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and FCC, Untitled Chapter, my proud sponsors. And special thanks, of course, to you for tuning in. Today we have a very interesting episode. We are looking at caring for the carers. It's an interview with a psychologist. I'll go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, I'll introduce you to my guest. Stay tuned. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable. And she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samina Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the top most made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability, and you are supporting H4P organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners.
Nature's finest touch.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. With me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. Today, I have an interview with a psychologist, my very good friend, Dr. Mabel Otibwedi. She's a psychologist and a lecturer at University of Ghana, and she's also a disability advocate. I'm so happy to have her in the studio. Doctor, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for making time to be with me.
And I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much. Let's start from the top. Your passion for disability, your advocacy, where does it come from?
Thank you very much. This passion I have, I can say, just comes from an attitude of caring I have as a child. And growing up, I happened to meet a classmate of mine who also has disabilities. And when we met, I mean, in primary school, many people, way back, so many people rejected her. Many people didn't want to be with her because there were certain things she was doing that people thought were not normal. So, but I found myself close to her all the time.
Did you understand the disability?
I didn't understand. All I knew was I needed to help her. You see, and so when we go on break, you know, playing with her and all the time, and a lot of people wondered why I was with such a person. They kept asking me, why is she your friend? Why is you? I didn't know which answer to give. All I said was, well, she's my friend, that's all. And I mean, it went on for so long throughout our lives.
Okay.
And then today, she's grown up to be a very great person.
Wow.
I'm not going to say so much about her, but she's a great person in Ghana. And I can say that she inspired me a lot.
Okay.
Because despite all her disabilities, she's so excellent. I mean, she has limitations, but she doesn't allow those limitations to overpower her. She does so many things. She's very intelligent, you know, and a lot of people wonder. But I mean, I believe that's the workings of God.
Yeah.
And I think that experience sent me into that advocacy.
Okay.
That when I started or I wanted to do my PhD, I had that, I would say, calling again.
Okay.
That I should look into this area. What do the parents go through?
Yeah.
I mean, with such a person, she had wonderful parents, but what about those who didn't have?
Yeah.
How were they treating their children? What are the experiences? Basically, that's what I wanted to know. So I decided to go in and see what they are going through, and then how best they are being helped.
Yeah.
And if there's any help I could also give as an individual, you know. So that's what I actually started with.
It's amazing.
Yes.
You are a psychologist. Some people will not understand or might not understand why we have to talk about caring for the carers. In your opinion, why is it important to look after those who look after persons with disability?
Okay. So when you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of another.
Yeah.
That's all I say. You see, if you want to take care of somebody, you should be strong.
Yeah.
You should be healthy. If you are not, you can't take care of the other person. So parents, caregivers, all those people involved in caring, they need to take care of themselves. They need to be taken care of too, by others too.
Exactly.
And so they can help their children.
I see your job as so important because we always look at the person with disability.
Yeah.
And we forget the one who is taking care of the person with disability. But you are drawing our minds to that, and that's what the whole show is going to be about today. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's start with parenting a child with disability. What are some of the things that go into that? Some of the stresses that come with that?
Okay, thank you. So I'm not a parent, but I know or I've studied parents who have children with special needs.
Yeah.
And I have also done lots of research on them. And basically on parents who have younger children, parents who have aging children, and then all other, I mean, I'm still on.
They all come with different issues,
yes,
right?
of course.
Children and aging.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so what I have done or what I've seen is many or almost all the parents go through some stages.
Okay.
The first time that they they have the child, most of them are not aware of what they have. They don't know about it.
Okay.
So they start seeing something or recognizing something when the child starts with the developmental milestones.
Okay.
You know, is the child turning, is the child establishing eye contact, is the child crawling, is the child. So when those things are not happening, that is when most of them start realizing that something is not right, you know. And then a lot of them in Ghana do not go to the hospital. They would rather go to the church or they'll go and see the fetish priest in most of our rural areas, and then to know what is going on, you know. And most of them don't get the solutions. So they go through a period of stress because they don't know what is going on with the child and what they can do. And they go through anger. Why me? Why am I giving, or have I given birth to a child who cannot talk, who cannot walk, who cannot crawl, who cannot do anything?
Can be traumatic.
Yes, very traumatic. Some go through guilt, like maybe I did something. I took some medicine, or I went to sleep with someone's husband, or I did something. That is why I'm going through this. Some of them are afraid, and all that. So disappointment. Why me? Why is this happening to me? God, I've been paying my tithes, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. Why? So, I mean, they go through a lot. And some of them at a point would get some kind of diagnosis. Somebody will tell you, or a hospital will tell you, a pediatrician or a psychologist will say, okay, your child has autism, your child has Down syndrome, your child has, and most of them go into denial. And the first is shock, like, why? It's not possible. We don't have this in our family. It can't happen, and then they go into denial. So when they go into denial, that's when they start roaming. It's like
seeking for solutions.
There's nothing. There's nothing. I pray and everything is gone. Everything is gone, So it goes on like that until there is a point that they need to stop. That you have been round and round and round, and then nothing really is happening. So they sink into depression, a lot of them. Sink into depression, and if care is not taken, a lot of them give their children away. They abandon them. And in Ghana here, some of them call it Yekojane Kwai, When I was doing my research, that I heard about all these, where they take the children to a riverside or a forest to abandon the child. And one interesting aspect of this is a lot of these parents get pressure from society. Pressure to abandon their children. Because there's so much stigma around having a child with special needs. Like I said, it's like a punishment. There's a curse on this family. That is why you are going through that, or you have gone for juju or something. So people do not want them to come around them. So if you want me to be your friend, then you should take your child away. You should abandon your child.
That would be so difficult.
Yeah, it's very traumatic for most of the parents. It's a few of them who get their family members giving them support. Yes.
So, Doctor, I'll go for a break. When we come back, I'll find out from you. You are telling me how women respond to these pressures are different from how the men and then siblings and all that. We'll get more into that. Well, this is the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. Dr. Otibwedi is my guest, a psychologist. We'll go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Focus, true grit. Keep going. Keep your eyes on the prize. No stopping, because winning is not an option. It's 60-second success with a bishop. Stay tuned.
Welcome to 60-second success with a bishop. Today, I want to speak to you about an important success ingredient called the law of progress. The law of progress is your decision to take a step forward in every area of your life. Your decision to take a step forward in every area of your life. Success is a milestone that is achieved after continuous struggles, hard work, pains, motivation, failures, and repeated effort. Success, my friend, is a journey made up of failures and successes in life, and those who never see success are those who decide to stand at one place in life, those who refuse to progress. If you really want to be successful, then you have to take a step forward. You have to decide to progress in every area of your life. Every day, make a determination to take a step forward in everything you do, and success will be yours. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. We are discussing caring for carers is an interview with a psychologist. Dr. Otibwedi is my guest. She's a psychologist, a lecturer at the University of Ghana, and she is an advocate for persons with disability. Again, thank you so much, Doctor.
Welcome.
Typically, how would a woman react to some of these pressures? You say it's different from how a man would react?
Yeah. You know, in our society, women are the people or most likely to take care of children, and even all family members. So when a woman has a child with special needs, her experience is different from that of a father. Most women caring, they want to, what is wrong with my child, what can I do to help this child, and all that. Until somebody comes in with a different idea, they always want to be there for their child, you know, and then do all they can to give a solution. But for the husbands or for the men, it's like, this is unacceptable. This can't happen. You can't bring this child into this house. And I've met most women who report of their husbands leaving the house and abandoning them, you know, that I can't be with you. So they leave, and some never come back. The fathers would play a good role, but most of them don't. And I know it's not just about the fact that they don't want their children, but they also are shocked, and they also get worried that they have a child like that. So when they are talked to, the things are explained to them, because we have such problems down here because most parents don't know what is going on, and most of our health institutions do not provide the right information. So sometimes you meet a parent and then you ask, what is wrong with your child, and they don't know, you know. But parents do have a right to this information. What is wrong with my child? What skills do I need to even cater for this child? They don't have.
Shouldn't the hospitals give the information to the family?
Oh, I know some of them would. But probably some of them do not give the appropriate information because they think the parents would not understand it, you know. So they only say, okay, your child has disability or intellectual problems or whatever. Because I have met parents or caregivers who always tell me that they actually didn't tell them anything. You see, they didn't tell them anything, so they don't know. So they'll roam and roam and roam, and most of the time, they really get to know what is wrong with the child when they decide to, of course, or decide to take the child to school, and then probably the school will do another assessment and tell you that your child is autistic or has autism, or your child has Down syndrome or whatever. But so the mothers have a different experience. The fathers also have a different experience. We shouldn't only think that fathers don't care. They do, but they don't understand, and they don't want to be labeled.
That's a very interesting.
You see, they don't want to be labeled with the fact that they have a child, especially when it's a boy. And many studies have shown that the ratio is boys are higher than that of girls in terms of special needs. More boys than girls. So it's like, I have a boy who's going to be my hair, and then, you know, this condition has come in, so I don't want it, I want another. And you can never tell whether they are that, because there are some families who have actually gotten 2, 3, 4 children, all with, I mean, if it's autism, all of them. If it's Down syndrome, all of them. So you cannot say that the next one would be, you know, you cannot really predict, you know.
That's a very interesting angle you brought with the men. That is, not every man that leaves that really wants to abandon the children, but that's how they are processing it. They don't know how to deal with it. So that's where my question comes in. You psychologists, where are you? Shouldn't you be available to help us all the time?
Okay, so thank you. So psychologists are available. You know, we are not many. But I think gradually, especially clinical psychologists.
Okay.
In Ghana, I'm not sure, but we don't have many child psychologists. So many of the things that we deal with are dealt with by clinical psychologists.
Okay.
And we are not many. So now with the mental health law, we are supposed to have psychologists in all hospitals in Ghana. But this has not been possible because the training is not as vigorous, you know, even though now the numbers are increasing a bit. But when you go to some of the major hospitals and some of the district hospitals, you find psychologists. And then, you know, the availability of the parents are also key. Or it's also key, because if they go to the hospital and then try to find out what's going on with the child. Now, if there's a pediatrician who would assess the child and then tell you what's going on, the pediatrician would also refer you to see a psychologist to help you, the parent, that's the mother or the father, on how to deal with the stresses of the situation. But they don't go. Most parents don't go. They prefer to go to church. And then, you know, I'm not saying going to church is bad, but I know that if you are a pastor, a reverend, and somebody comes to your church with such an issue, you should know that it's not just a spiritual thing. I mean, as human beings, we are spiritual, we are physical, you know, so we are not debunking spiritual issues, but we should look at the physical aspects too. That have you been to the hospital? What did the doctor say? That would inform you more as to even the prayers to do for the parent. But if we just take them in, come and spend a week, a month here, let's do fasting, let's pray, this parent who is unable to feed herself and a child is also going to fast, you know, and then do all kinds of things that would not augur well for her well-being. So we are available, and then we are using this medium, or I'm using this medium to tell all parents with children with special needs that when you have a child with special needs, don't shy away. Come to us, look for a psychologist, go to 37, go to Kolebu, go to Trust Hospital, go to, you know, you'll find some, certainly, if you look for it, and then we would help you. It's not about money. You know, psychologists, our work is not just about money. You know, we want to help people. So come in, let's talk.
Doctor, let's talk about the pressure on siblings.
Pressure on siblings. Yeah. That is one group that has been neglected. And I realized that when I started doing sibling seminars or sibling workshops for New Horizon School, actually. And you realize that most siblings are kept in the dark. They don't know. But they experience a lot of stress. They don't know what is going on with their brother or their sister. Mommy and daddy are always around this brother or sister, and they neglect him. So what is wrong with him? Nobody tells him. And so the child with special needs only get the preferential treatment. You know, so we have found out that these siblings, because they don't understand and because we've not told them what is going on, they go through a lot of stress and anxiety. It's like they cannot even play with their sibling well because they don't know how to and how they would respond, you know. And what we are telling parents is that even though your child with special needs needs the care and all that, the other child who is typically developing also needs you. So have a one-on-one with them. Let them know that there is a time for them too. Today, I'm sleeping by you. Today, I'm taking you to school. You see, it's not all about your other brother. Your other brother needs me more, but you are also very important to me. When you do that, then you would get them to genuinely come around and help with the situation. Otherwise, they will all leave you. As they grow, they will leave the child on you. Meanwhile, in other situations, when you involve the children, they will take the child as one of them. And you, the parent, you also have your rest, and then they'll be caring for the child. Even, I mean, when they start working, there's a family I know, the other siblings have started working. A child with special needs is not doing anything, so they are helping take care of that child. They come back from work, they come and ask, how are you doing today? What did you do? And we bought this for you, you know? And it makes their home a happy one. But when you neglect them, that because you have a child with special needs, all the other siblings should be done with, then there will be problems at home. So parents,
I'll go for a break. When I come back, we'll talk about some strategies, management systems that families would need to have to go through that.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I know you are enjoying the interview. My very good friend is going to be here. She's not going anywhere. We'll cross over to Elom for a spot of music. When we come back, we'll let Dr. Otibodi continue. Stay tuned.
Is the music segment on the Helping Hand TV show.
We bless you, Lord. Hallelujah. Midi wasidaka. Midi wasidaka. Midi wasidaka. Midi wasidaka.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. We are looking at caring for carers. My very good friend, a psychologist and also a lecturer, Dr. Otibodi, is here helping us to dissect the issues. And so thank you so much, Doctor, for your time. Doctor, when situations like this happen, the families would have to adjust.
Yeah.
There has to be some management systems they have to go through. What are some of the things they have to look out for?
As a parent, you need to focus on the positives as a parent.
Okay.
You see, nothing is perfect in this world.
Yeah. Yeah.
When even you have a child who is typically developing, it's not easy raising that child.
Yeah.
A lot of us think that once the child has a special need, he can't do anything, he's condemned. No, but that is not true. Most of them have special talents.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So you need to find out what your child can do. Sometime I was discussing with a parent who had a child, everybody or people in the community referred to as a dog.
Oh.
As a dog, because of the features of the child. So she didn't know what to do with the child, but she took the child to a mainstream school, actually. Okay. And the child started biting other children, doing stuff that were not accepted. But one day, somebody told her about a special school.
Okay.
And so she took her child. And the time I met her, the child was actually in a special school. And she was so excited and amazed at what the child could do. The artwork of the child.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like she wasn't looking at the negatives anymore. But she was looking at what her child could do now. As a parent, focus on that.
Okay.
Focus on that. And share with others.
Okay.
Don't keep the situation to yourself. Share with others. Find a support group.
Okay.
You see, sometimes you go out there and you realize that your child is even better
than others.
If I say better, I don't mean the other children are not okay.
But
you see that in terms of the level of disability, you see other ones and you wonder. So these ones also exist. So mine is okay.
Yeah.
I can manage it. Some will share their experiences with you, and then you feel better. You see, your adjustment will not come in a day.
Okay.
It comes gradually. So whilst you focus on the good things of life, God doesn't just give children just like that.
Yeah.
He gives them for a purpose.
Yeah.
And don't think that because you have a child with special needs, you are condemned. Focus on the positives and share with other people. If your family, one of your family, certainly you have one of them who will be ready to listen to you. Share with that person and take off some of the burden from you. And then remember your faith.
Yeah.
You know, remembering your faith is not about church. Church is an organization.
Yeah.
That is you being a religious person. But remember the relationship you have with God.
Yeah.
In this part of our world, we are Africans.
Yeah.
So we are very spiritual in nature. We see or we perceive so many things in spiritual terms. So remember that there is that higher being who gave you the child. Why did he give you this child and not to the other person? Means that there is something he needs you to do. Pray more and then get involved. Apart from your connection, get involved in some activity in the church. And then you see what God will do. And most of the time, like we're talking about caring for the carer. The carers need a lot of care. And self-care is key.
Okay.
You don't abandon yourself. You don't neglect yourself. Have time for yourself. As a mother, as a father. The child will always be there. But what about you?
Yeah.
If you don't take care of yourself, who will take care of you? You see? So take care of yourself so that you can take care of your child.
Yeah.
I always say you need a me time.
Okay.
You see, me in quote. You need time for yourself. There was a lady who was just telling me that she's been taking care of the child throughout.
Wow.
Now I need a nurse. She had come to that point. Now she needs a caregiver. She can't do it alone anymore. She needs to go out.
Yeah.
She needs to walk. She needs to take in fresh air.
Yeah.
She needs to talk to other people.
Yeah.
As a mother, if you are watching me today, remember, you need time for yourself. Go out, have a little fun. And then you see, when you come, you'll be refreshed to take care of your child. But if you're always indoors, lock yourself up because you have a child who needs you. That one will not help your mental health. All the time you'll be depressed because all you see is that gloomy picture of your child not growing.
Yeah.
But when you go out there, you see the sky, you see the trees around you, you see waters around you, you feel refreshed. Sometimes go and do your hair, go to the salon,
look beautiful,
do your nails, do things that will make you happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. H4P is 10 years old. We've been doing this job for the past 10 years. It's been the goodness and the mercies of God.
Yes.
We'll go for H4P Showtime. When we come back, it will be the freestyle segment with my special guest. Stay tuned.
H4P, celebrating 10 years of bringing dignity to disability. Hooray! It's H4P Showtime.
Who am I seeing?
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you again.
Gabriella. Hey, Gabby. Hey,
Just a minute.
am I dreaming? Hey.
Almighty God. Your word says, I am blessed when I go out, and I am blessed when I come in. My God. As I sit here right now, I create a pool with the blood of Jesus, and I dive into it. Recover, shika, sayamama, zuzu, brukutu, aya, Jesus. Abba, I'm back. Oh.
Back from where? Eh? Back from where?
Abba.
How can you? How can you just disappear and remain incommunicable all this while?
Listen to me. Look, God opened the door for me to go do a 10-month exchange program in Canada.
I see.
Everything happened so fast that I had to leave in a rush.
I see.
And when I got there, Abba, things were very hectic and intensive. So it took me a long time to settle.
So you have been in Canada all this
My
while,
God, doing the work of the Most High God. Hallelujah, glory be to God.
Oh, so it was the Canadians who told you that I was a witch.
Oh.
So you should avoid me and cast me out of your life, eh?
Oh no, but how can you say that?
But why won't I say that, Gabby? Why won't I? Last time I checked, we were supposed to be best friends.
And we still are best friends. My dear, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I couldn't get in touch with you whilst I was away. I'm sorry.
If you say so.
I say so. So am I forgiven? Do I still have my best friend?
Anyway, I'm happy for you. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's good to be back. Abba, I've been praying for you. I've never ceased praying for you. So tell me, how have you been?
My sister, do I even know?
Hey, Abba. How do you mean?
Gabby, life has been very, very unfair to me. Life has dealt me a terrible and horrible blow. Hey, my sister, the realities of life continue to ruin my life.
Abba Morrissey. What are you talking about? My dear, how can you be looking this fresh and beautiful and say such things? Listen to me. Whatever it is, my God has been good to you. Zuzu brukutu aya, Jesus. And my God deserves the praise. My God.
Purchase copies of the H4P Melodrama DVDs today. Contact H4P on +233 209 555 777 or +233 596 313 338. All sales are for the promotion of our disability advocacy. So grab your copies now. It's H4P Showtime. It's 10 years of bringing dignity to disability. H4P Ajiko.
Yeah, welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. We are talking caring for carers. Dr. Otibwedi is my guest. Thank you so much for staying with us. And Doctor, thank you for your time. As we wrap up, let's talk about government support. Let's talk about the role of NGOs in this caring business.
Okay. So sometimes I hear people say, "Oh, you know, government is not doing anything." I think government is doing something. You know, in any society, the people with disabilities, many societies around the world are taken care of.
Yeah.
I mean, in Ghana too, though it is not up to what we expect, but I think the government has put in some laws, some laws that also work on the side of persons with special needs, like the Children's Act. Persons with special needs also have their rights, you know, like the Disability Act of 2006. They have their rights to school, to education, they have their rights to be employed and all that. So there is something, unless you as a parent, you don't take advantage of anything. If we talk about non-governmental agencies like H4P, you are doing a wonderful job. Sometimes I wonder what your motivation is, but and I know you also wonder the motivation of other people, you know, but yours is amazing, you know.
Thank you.
Always bringing in people and having a TV show, I mean, which was actually non-existent, you know. So I'm so excited about the work you're doing.
Thank you.
And then I always pray that God should bless you
Amen.
to do more for persons with special needs. I have a policy that when God gives you a job or when God gives you resources, it's not for you alone. You see, He gives that to you so that you can also help other people with it. So everybody, no matter how much you earn, you need to be able to give something. Even if it's 1 cedi, 2 cedi, give something to persons with disabilities, because if they have the abilities, they could actually work for themselves, you know. But once they don't have, then we are put in charge of that to help them. So I believe strongly that no matter your the level of income you have that calling. You should have it. If you don't have it, pray for it, that God should give you that gift so that you give to other people. It's not only about sending it for TV to capture you or whatever, but in your own small way, wherever you find yourself, anytime you have something in your hands, give it out. Because, I mean, for me, that's what I do. That anytime I'm going to get some money, the first thing that comes to mind is, who are the people going to benefit from this money? So I start counting them. I'll send this here, I'll send this there, I'll send this. Sometimes I'm left with nothing. But I always say that God will replace it. And He does replace it. You know, He does replace it. And it's like I make a donation somewhere and the next day I get some job to do.
Wow.
You see, that's how God works. You know, somebody would say I'm preaching. But, I see it as that is the calling we should all have as human beings. We should be human. Even if you are not a Christian, I know it's not only Christians or Muslims who give. There are some people who do not believe in anything, but they are very good people. So be human and support persons with special needs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Otibwedi. Of course, that was a good preaching. That was a good preaching. Well, it's freestyle segment. That's a segment I allow my guests to do anything. They can sing, they can dance, they can play an instrument, anything.
Oh, wow.
Freestyle segment. The psychologist, the lecturer. Doctor, what you do for me, freestyle?
Okay, I'll think.
Great.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Amazing. Well, special thanks to my very special guest, Dr. Otibwedi. She has really educated and enlightened us. Thank you so much, Doctor. And thank you to DV Unlimited Company Limited, FCC, Fire Sea Chapel, my proud sponsors. Thank you for making this happen all the time. Special thanks to all those who contribute to H4P through our mobile money system. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And special thanks to my crew. Thank you so much. I can never stop thanking you. I'm going to come your way again next week, same time, with your favorite program. Until then, remember, disability is not inability. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and God richly bless you.